Okay. Started?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Danielle. I'm doing your session today. First of all, I've just got to run through a couple of health and safety things. We've got a couple of hazards around, so just be mindful of that while you're playing. For a fire drill, obviously we're outside, but if there is a fire for whatever reason, our meeting point is down at the car park. So just head there for whatever reason. And how are we all doing? Is anyone injured that I don't know about, or we're all fit and healthy, ready for netball? Super. Just quickly, with a partner, do a netball check. So I want you to make sure appropriate trainers. No earrings, bracelets. So Charlotte, turn to Mila, do yours with her. Yep, super. Thumbs up, show me you're ready for netball. Super. Okay. Based on our match last Saturday, I felt that our game was really, really good and the attacking flow was pretty good. However, I think that we can increase the speed that we get the ball down to our attacking goal, and I'll talk to you more about that in a minute. What I want to do is just quickly focus on the skill we're doing. So we are going to be doing a turn in the air to take the ball to goal from a sideline pass, okay? So just quickly we're going to go through what a turn in the air is. Martha and Lara, can one of you grab a ball and can you sort of set up just a feeder there and then an attacker there? So the attacker is going to drive just in a straight line, that's fine. Do a turn in the air and end up facing that way, which is going to be your attacking goal. Right, girls, you won't be able to see there, so come round over here and then spread out along these cones, so that way I know you can all see. Super, great demonstration, well done. Okay, can anyone tell me what Martha did there to successfully complete that skill? Let's look at her feet first. What did she do as she came in? So she ran in, what did she then do?
Pushed off all of her feet.
Yeah, so she pushed off the ground to, you know, we need some height to do a turn in the air. To do a turn in the air, we need to be in the air, so she needed to push off. Super. Anything else? What happened after she pushed off the ground? So she's in the air, how did she turn?
She moved her hips first, and then her shoulders, and then her head.
Yeah, absolutely. So your body's got to come round first, and then your head can end up facing the way you want to go. And so how did she land and not footwork?
She landed on both feet.
Yeah, she landed on both feet. It's far easier to try and land on both feet, get stabilised, than if you're trying to balance on one foot and then you've just come down on that one foot. So let's see that one more time, Martha. Lovely, well done. Great use of the back foot just to stabilise, just as you sort of lost your balance a bit. Well done. Okay, we're going to put that skill into practice in a game situation. So can you two and Charlotte and Mila go and grab the yellow bibs for me? Just pop on the position that's closest to your one. I'm not too fussed about positions. And this group, go grab the black bibs. And likewise with the positions, just as close as you can get to your normal position. If you're not in your normal position, it doesn't matter too much because we're more focused on the skill, okay? Right, super. Can I have what have we got? So the yellow centre's going to take my sideline pass. So you're going to be stood roughly where Amelia just was. Yep, super. Everyone else go set up as if the yellow goal is that one. And I'm sure you've noticed my row of cones. So this is your new sideline. I'm not giving you the whole court, so I don't think you need it. So Charlotte, we're going from this side, okay? So this part is out of court. And likewise, I don't really want you coming back past the centre circle because we're trying to head that way. We don't really need to pass back this way. Okay, I think you've got plenty of space there. So go ahead when you're ready, Lara. Go. Ready? Yeah, nice. So Charlotte, where are you right now? Or where were you?
I'm out.
Yep, just bear that in mind. Because I think Martha might have been looking to pass for you. Martha, would you say you were looking to pass to Charlotte then? And then she went out of court? Yeah, so Martha made the decision then not to pass because you were out of court, but just bear that in mind that she might have been looking for you there, Charlotte. Go ahead. Don't wait for me, just keep playing. Yeah, nice. Super. Let's go again. Sorry. Right, let's take that back. Back to the yellow centre, I mean. So when we make an intersection, pretty much just send it straight back to Lara, okay? But well done, defence, that was really good work there. So Milo, support, because that probably would have been help ball. So find a space, drive forward into it. Yep. So Milo, go. Yes, now that's the driver wants to see. Even if it's lateral, you're then getting a chance to take the ball further. Oh, unlucky. Right, let's take that back. So Martha, think about holding back just a sec. No, Milo, keep going, that's exactly what I want. Because I want you further here than Milo. It's better to have the goal attack closer to goal than the wing attack. Unlucky. Right, gather around. Not too close. There's fine. Successful?
Yeah.
I think so, that was good. There were a couple interceptions and a couple sort of that could have been out of court or, you know, footwork or help ball, sorry. But overall, you were getting it down there, which was good. Charlotte, how did you feel about your...
I think it's harder with like the half.
It definitely is. I mean, I'm trying to make you use the space you've got, okay? But yeah, I agree. I think you were definitely struggling to find some space there, which is why I was trying to encourage you to come up more, because what happens when our wing attack comes off the circle edge and comes up?
Like allows more space.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why you could have held back and come in that space, or maybe if you had driven just out of the circle, Martha then had the space to come in. Okay, let's... Let's do that again, actually. Let's do one more time with that feedback. And let's just see how we get on. Nice turn. Nice, Charlotte. But just watch where you are. Look at your position. So your foot was just over, so you were... offside. So let's take that back. So you made a good drive, but just too far, slightly too early. Yeah, nice. Nice ball. That's out of court. Yeah, actually no. Gather around. Just in a pair with your defender. Discuss how your skill went. So someone remind me, what was the skill we were doing? Turning in the air. So tell me how your skill went. So black team, you can, because you haven't done yours yet, you can help with feedback for your opponent. Go.
I think it was like more drives and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, it's good.
So And so Mila, self-feedback, so how do you feel it went?
Yeah, I think my best food is
Right, all finished? Yeah. Super. Who wants to share the feedback that they came up with or that they were given? Esme?
I feel like they used it in the right place. Like rather than using it in here, they used it there where they had more space to move.
Nice, love that. Any attackers that have just been attacking, what was your feedback that you came up with for yourself? Lara, Charlotte, Mila, Martha?
I think it's like use of the term, it's better outside of the circle because in the circle it can get a bit crammed.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. How do you think yours went? Because you provided us with a beautiful demonstration. How do you think the use was in the actual game scenario?
I think it was like more tense in the game scenario, so therefore it got a bit rushed and I think my turns could have been better.
In what way could they have been better?
Like I think I could have like been more balanced.
More balanced? You felt like maybe you were overturning perhaps?
Yeah.
And so stumbling? Yeah? I like that. Does anyone feel like they maybe could have done more turns? No? Okay, that's fine. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back the other way with the defenders having a go. So Amelia, you will do a goal line throwing for me, and defending team, so black team, you will be trying to gain ground going that way. Okay, so let's set that up, let's go. Yeah, nice, let's go back. And defenders, just for the record, I'm not expecting you to go all the way to the goal, just past the centre circle, that's fine. Nice, Esme. Yeah. Helpful, let's take it back. Yes, Eliza, that's your drive. Okay, let's hold it there for a second. That was a good bit of play between the wing defence and the goal defence. So Lois and Esme, great job. I was waiting for you. Where should your drive have been? There. So you, I know you got here and you went, right, I'm going to go, and then you hesitated. Why? Why?
People in the way.
People in the way? Yeah, so perhaps we've got to communicate with our team and just say, you know, I'm going, make a clear drive, because I think, in all honesty, I think if Esme had seen you making that drive, I don't think Esme would have then taken that space. Because really, we're coming into the centre third, I'd like for you to be making a drive there. Okay, let's go again. Okay, let's go again. What happened?
I think we're all just like getting into the same area.
Yeah, so how can we clear out? Yeah. And again. Oh, nice, well done. Mila and Lara are both on that one. That was footwork. Yeah. Okay, let's take it back anyways. Footwork interception. That's fine. Okay, there we go. Let's call that there. Right. Just quickly, black team, come over here and just have a discussion about that play. Okay? Because I saw a lot more turning in the air from this team, and I want you guys to discuss why that is. So what happened in your section of play that made it harder for you to do that skill? Go. That was great defender, guys. Yeah? So, what happened?
I feel like we were just all in the same space, so it's harder to turn because you don't have enough space to move.
Yeah, how can we fix that? Communicate.
And hold back a bit more, like if you're mid-court or something.
Yeah, so perhaps, where would you want Eliza to start from? So we know it's a goal throwing. Where do you think Eliza should be starting from in order to drive one way or another?
Probably like in the middle, like part of the court, and then drive forward.
Absolutely, yeah, I actually agree with that. So I know earlier I said for you to drive that way, but if you start up there, you can then cut in, and then if need be, you can cut back out. So let's give that a go, and then I hope to see some more turning in the air from this group. Right, go up. That's alright, take it back. Let's take that back again, nice. Don't be too friendly with that sideline. Nice, Eliza. Someone support the next phase. Yeah, great back up from Amelia. Nice, and that pass was put in. Nice, well done. Super. Right, wing defence, goal defence, what happened? What slowed our play down? Because we got to here and we were like, well, hey, that's like 2 passes, and then it just sort of,
I feel like we just all go for the same space again.
Yeah, so it's that clearing out again. But I saw a much better turning in the air from you. Okay, what I'm going to do now is we're going to go back to the attacking one. So let's give the ball back to Lara, except I'm not going to have a wing attack now. So say the wing attack for some reason is injured, whatever, she's gone off the court, we don't have a wing attack, or I don't know, she's got lost. So Mila, come off. So take the bib off, but come on as a defender. Okay, go. Turn in the air. Nice turn, Charlotte. Nice! That was a nice little challenge for you. Right. Okay, I think that is it. How do we feel about that skill? Are we just nodding because I've said that that's the end, or are we actually confident in it?
More confident than at the start, yeah.
More confident than at the start? Is there anyone who's not 100%? Don't be afraid to raise your hand, it just means we'll have to come back to it. It's fine if we have to come back to it. Okay, that's fine. Super. Right, I hope to see that in your game on Saturday. Just quickly, can someone remind me of what the key coaching points were that we mentioned during the demo? Yeah, absolutely. So turning your hips, your shoulders, your head, super. And when Martha took off, that was the other one.
Push off the ground.
Push off the ground, super. So we need to get in the air to do a turn in the air. Right, super guys, thank you very much. Go pop your bibs down for me, make sure all of the other kit is packed away, and if someone could collect the cones, that would be great. Yeah, well done guys, thank you. Super. It's time.
I, Rachel Beeling, can confirm that Danielle Smith on the 12th of May 2025 at House of Recreational Ground delivered the session that is on the recording. I was an assistant coach for the session and I'm happy to be contacted to authenticate the recording.